What's going on, guys? Auzio here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got the best midfielders in FIFA 21 tier list. We already did a video for the attackers, so if you guys missed it, link will be in the description. But the rules are going to be the exact same, where we are not going to be including icons, because if we do, it would flood the tier list. A lot of players would be missed out on. So for now, we're going to push icons to a side. But let's get straight into it, because we have got a lot. And I mean a lot of players to go through, starting off with a road to the final Zakaria card. A card that I loved when it came out. The defensive presence this guy gives you was unreal. Like, straight up, absolutely unreal. But boys, the guy does not give you any, and I mean any, attacking presence at all. And that is the issue with this card, to the point where a lot of people wasn't even playing him in midfield anymore. A lot of people was playing this guy in a centre-back position. So for me, Zakaria only giving you a defensive presence, I am going to put him into that C tier. Like, defensive presence, he's unreal at, but he does not give you anything going forward. Genie Ronaldo, on the other hand, is a player that is underrated in this game, and a player that does give you an attacking presence while also giving you a good defensive presence as well. So for me, Ronaldo, he's going to belong into that B tier. Was What If card. Another card that gives you that attacking presence, but also gives you that defensive presence. A player that can put in one hell of a tackle, but a player that actually feels pretty good on the ball with a really nice pass as well. So for me, Was is going to go into the B tier. And it's going to be the same situation, by the way, that we're going to go for the overlaps like we did for the attackers tier list, so we can include as many players as possible into the section, because I don't want to be going ahead and putting players over here, you know. So we're going to move them over, and that is going to be perfect, just so you can still see the rating and all. Vidal, foot birthday card. This Vidal card, a lot of people would put straight away into the S tier, but I'm going to be honest to you guys. For me, with some of the players that's going to go into the S tier, I do not believe Vidal deserves to go there. So, I am going to put Vidal into the A tier. If there was an A+ section, I'll put him. 100% I'll put him into the A+ section. But for me, he doesn't belong into the S tier. Especially with some of the players that's going in there, I do not believe Vidal is on their level. Inform Valverde. Remember that Valverde and Llorente link? You used to get in that midfield. Well, I mean, you can still obviously get it, but it's obviously, you know, it's kind of outdated in a way. At the start of the year, Valverde gold card, Llorente gold card, together, beast of a CDMs. Those two CDMs would outperform so many good players. But Inform Valverde, nowadays, outdated. 100% outdated, and we are going to get our first D tier. Tonali, I love the way they released this card, by the way. Objective card. They didn't even release him as an SBC, and he was so good. So for me, Tonali into the B tier. Obviously, I still feel like players like Vidal is better than Tonali. You know, I can't put them onto the same tier, but he was still a very, very good card, especially for being a free card. Talisto. Talisto was one of those cards I was extremely not impressed about. Like, he was bang average. He was okay going forward, and he was okay defensively. There was nothing that really shined with Talisto. So, I'm going to put him into the C tier. I really don't, believe this card deserves to go on to the B tier level. I really don't. Like, he was such a bang average card. And I thought, personally, the card was going to be way better than it actually was. It was just straight up disappointing, though. 5-star Thiago. A card that gives you that beautiful attacking presence, but a card that is not outrageously good on defense, but he still does put in a pretty solid tackle. So, Thiago, I don't believe deserves to go onto a Vidal level, so I'm going to put him into the B tier. Road to the final, Sissoko, though. I feel like a lot of people are going to be sitting there questioning, listen, Auzio, if you put Zakaria road to the final on a C tier, surely you have to put Sissoko onto a C tier as well. I'm going to be honest, boys. I believe he deserves to go into the B tier, because this Sissoko card actually gives you something going forward. Even though it says 86 dribbling on the card stat, in-game the guy has 92 dribbling. So he's an actual card that feels pretty good on the ball, and he is a card that has one hell of a passing ability. Way better than Zakaria. So yeah, for me, I don't believe I can put Sissoko on Zakaria's level, so I'm going to put him a level above, and it is going to be the B tier. Sayul, what a card. What a card. A card that gives you an amazing attacking presence, but a card that gives you a solid defensive presence as well. For me, into the A tier 100%. Sanchez. Do I have to question it? Do I really have to question it? Like, come on. You know I took a little bit too long, and people started, like, sitting there for a second saying, surely he's not going to put Sanchez in. Come on. S tier 100%. Sanchez is 100% up there. Outrageously good player. And he's obviously endgame as well. So yeah, Sanchez into the S tier. I don't really have to talk too much about it. Sabitsa. This card was hated on a lot because he was such an overpriced card. 500k for a bang average card. For me, I don't believe I can put this Sabitsa card onto a B tier. I'm going to be real with you. I think Sabitsa onto a C tier makes way more sense. This card was such a bang average card. And it was a card that like was so overpriced. It was ridiculous. 500k plus for this Sabitsa card. EA, I don't know what you was thinking that day. Either way, a moment's Rabiot. I mean, he's a solid player and he gets some crazy links, but we're not here for the links, are we? We're here for the ability in game. And for me, I would choose Vidal and Sale over this Rabiot. So I'm going to put Rabiot into the B tier. Road to the final, Paul Pogba. This card right here, boys, I'm going to be honest, like, there's so many issues to his game, let's say. I think it's the acceleration or the sprint speed. It's one or the other that is not great. Not great at all. And it's also his defending ability, which is terrible. So for me, I don't believe he belongs into that B tier. I am going to put him into that C tier. Paulinho, a card that is unreal in-game, but a card that just does not have the links it needs to have, you know. That is the only reason you do not see Paulinho more often. Because this Paulinho card, everything. He's got everything to his game. He's got, it's just, you know, like Brazilian, obviously Brazilian nationality, top tier. Is the league and the club he comes from. That's the two that are really bad, and it's the reason you don't see him a lot. But yeah, for me, A tier 100%. Neves. He was another bang average card. I'm going to be honest. I don't believe he deserves to go into the C tier because I think players like Talisto, Zakaria, players like Sabitsa are going to give you more in-game than Ruben does. So yeah, I'm going to put him into the D tier with Valverde. Newhouse, I believe is how you pronounce him. He was an okay card. There was nothing like, you know, crazy special about him. And I don't believe I can put him onto a Rabiot level. So yeah, I'm going to put him into the C tier with Pogba and with Sabitsa. Ndidi, another card that I thought was going to get upgraded a lot. I got tagged into a video lately on TikTok where it was pretty much like a cut off a video from me reviewing Ndidi saying they were going to go extremely far. And obviously they got knocked out. Either way, boys, this Ndidi card, amazing defensively, but not so great going forward. So yeah, Ndidi, another card that's going to go into that C tier. Modric. He's a good card. Without doubt, he is a good card. He doesn't give you like a crazy defending ability. I don't believe I can put him on Thiago's level. That's the only person I'm like kind of questioning. Can I put him onto a Thiago level? I don't believe so. So another card that's going to go into the C tier. Savage. I'm waiting for this guy's tots. If this guy gets a team of the season, that's when it will be crazy. But for now, he honestly is nothing like, you know, special. Like, I would 100% take a Rabiot over Savage right now. I really would. I would probably take a Sissoko. Yeah, I'll probably take a Sissoko over Savage when it comes down to defensive presence. Going forward, though, Savage is a little bit better. I'm thinking of putting Savage here. I really am. You know what? I'm going to put him here for now, but that is a card that might be moved down in the future. Mctominay. He was a nice card. He was a card that felt okay on the ball. He was not, you know, a crazy good card. It wasn't like a card that, you know, was amazing going forward. But defensively, he was pretty good. So with Mctominay, I am going to put him into the C tier. Because I feel like with Mctominay, you're going to get the same as you do with Mctominay as you're going to get, I want to say Zakaria. That's just, you know, a bit meh. I'll probably say Newhouse. Newhouse was probably a good comparison with Mctominay, you know? Mctominay, I don't believe deserves to go into the B tier. Marquinhos, on the other hand, what a card this is, boys. What a card Marquinhos is. This card right here, still to this very day, people use him. And it is a reason. I still love the card. Like, straight up, I still love this Marquinhos card. He was one of those cards that gave me an amazing defensive presence, but also was a player that could go forward a decent amount. But the only thing I'm questioning right now is, can I sit there and put Marquinhos above a Mctominay? And I personally feel like Mctominay is a player that can actually go forward better than him. That's the only thing I'm questioning. Another card that will probably get moved forward is going to be Mctominay. At the end, we're going to go through this just to make sure everyone's on the right level. Either way, Inform Lorente, he's a nice card. I don't think I can put Llorente like extremely lower than Sale, because these two players right here are extremely like comparable when it comes down to the like defense. Going forward, on the other hand, I would say Sale 100%, but defense, I can't put him like extremely lower. So yeah, Llorente, he's gonna go into the B tier. Lucas Leiva, another card that got slept on. Another card that got slept on. For me, Lucas Leiva, he's up there, 100%. He was a player that just gave me everything I needed, you know, in that midfield. So yeah, I don't think he deserves to go into the C tier. I feel like he is better than some of the cards into the C tier. Yeah, I do. I really do. So yeah, B tier for now. Mohr, another card. This card right here was one of those cards that people didn't really like too much getting in their party bags, but a card that was really, really good in their midfield. Like, I don't know why people didn't like him. I'm going to be honest, because every time I use this card in like draft, in just, you know, like just in general, he's top tier. Like, it gives you amazing defensive presence, and his dribbling ability as well is actually really, really good. So yeah, Mohr, I feel like he deserves to go into that B tier. Toni Kroos, on the other hand, bang average. Let's not get it twisted. Bang average player. A player that if you was not a Madrid fan, you know, if you was not a Madrid fan and you didn't do Toni Kroos, sorry, if you was a Madrid fan and you didn't do Toni Kroos, I can't have respect for you. It's simple as that. I can't have respect for you. It's simple. But, like, you know, he was not like a crazy, crazy good card in FIFA. So, yeah, Kroos, I feel like deserves to go into the D tier. Kondogbia, I enjoyed this card a lot. Kondogbia was one of those cards that, he was just so fun to use. Like, he was so, like, the tackling ability this guy puts in, you can compare to someone like Zakaria. But the difference is, he can go forward. This Kondogbia card is a player that can actually go forward as well. So, yeah, Kondogbia into the A tier. Kimmich, come on. I've used this card for how many games? It probably is like 500 plus games in my Road to Glory team. And he has been one of my best players that I have had throughout the whole of the team. Every single time, he's a player that shines. A player that can, you know, give me everything I need once again in that midfield. So yeah, Team of the Kimmich for me into the S tier. Kessie, come on now. Let's not sleep on Kessie. I'm telling you boys, if Kessie had a nationality in this game that was a bit more linkable, let's say, he would be used in so many more teams. But you only see him in pretty much Serie A teams because of that nationality. Like, let's say Kessie was French. If Kessie was French, bruh, so many people would use him, but because he comes from Ivory Coast, it's not like an extremely linkable, you know, linkable card in this game. So you literally have to build like a Serie A team around him. But yeah, for me, Kessie's still top tier and deserves to go into the A tier, same as N'Golo Kante. I'm kind of disappointed, by the way, this guy didn't get the upgrade. Like, imagine a 93 N'Golo Kante. Like, I'm out here putting... I might have to move players across, but for now, I'll do it as this. But yeah, imagine sitting there, putting 91 N'Golo Kante into the A tier, and just thinking about his 93 version. Like, N'Golo Kante, so underrated in this game. So underrated. So many people used his gold card at the start of the year, but then he got pushed to a side. And there was no reason to this guy to get pushed to a side, because still to this very day, I struggle against N'Golo. He's a player that can get out to your opponent in an extreme amount of pace. But moving on, we are going to see Curtis Jones. Come on now. Curtis Jones, he has to be up there. I don't believe he's up there with Sanchez or Kimmich, but he's still top tier. Bruno, he's a card I haven't seen in a long time, but he was a card I really did enjoy. So for Bruno, I'm going to put him into the B tier. Guendouzi, an objective card that I really didn't enjoy. Like, straight up, bang average pretty much. Nothing crazy special about him. Don't believe I can put him into people on the B tier, so he's going to go into the C tier. Gravenberch, on the other hand. Gravenberch was one of those players that another player that kind of got pushed to a side over like a certain amount of time, you know. But Gravenberch, I still believe like he's a top tier card, and I will put him onto the C tier. I don't believe he belongs into the D tier, but I don't believe he belongs into the B tier, you know. Like, in between. C tier is where I think he could kind of straight fit in, you know. Goretzka, headliner card. Come on now. Another card top tier. Straight up top tier. And a card that gets that beautiful link to your boy Lewandowski. And a card that gets a hyperlink to Kimmich as well. So yeah, Goretzka giving you everything you need to go in a midfield, defensively, going forward. And a card that I am waiting for a team of the season. Because if he gets a TOTS card, we could low-key be seeing 90 plus in every single stat. Every single card stat, 90 plus. Now that card... yeah, that card is probably going to go into the S tier if he gets one. Firmino, Oh, Firmino was one of those cards that I said when he came out was going to be an endgame card. And you know what? I'll probably go against that now, because seeing some of the cards that have been released, you know, it's like Firmino was top tier, without a doubt. And for me, I'm going to put him into the B tier. I don't believe he is on the same level. Oh, but I've got Curtis Jones up there as well. Oh, it's a struggle, boys. It's a struggle. You know what? If there was a B+, I would put him there. B+, I would put Firmino there. But for me, like, Firmino going above some of the players in here, I don't believe so. I said this Firmino card was an endgame card as well, and I was so confident about that. But then some of the cards they released, you can't put Firmino into the A tier. I don't believe so. Bruno Fernandez, though, come on now. Straight up there. Straight up there. Easily the best midfielder in this game. How crazy this Bruno Fernandez card is just mind-blowing. Like, straight up. Absolutely mind-blowing. So, yeah, Bruno Fernandez into the S tier. I mean, he wasn't a card that was crazy different to Gravenberch. I'm going to be real. So, I'm going to put him on the same level. Delaney was a bit more better at going forward, wasn't he? You know what? I'm going to put Delaney into the B tier. I feel like Delaney was one of those cards that was just so much better. Not so much better, but better at going forward than Fur. That's a little bit questionable. That is a little bit questionable. I'm going to put him down into the C tier for now, but that could go, you know, we could switch it up a little bit at the end. De Bruyne, team of the year, A tier. I don't believe he's on the S tier. I'm going to be real. I really don't. I can't sit there and put De Bruyne, on a Bruno Fernandez, Kimmich, or Renato Sanchez level. I don't believe it. If there was an A+, then maybe. But yeah, De Bruyne, team of the year, into the A tier for now. Cucurella into the B tier. What a card this card was, by the way. CDM, left back, centre back, cam, striker. You could play him in so many different positions, but it would be like, would I rather take any of these players in a CDM or a centre mid position over Cucurella? I would. It's simple as that. So yeah, I'm going to put him into the B tier. Chowdhury. Another card that I'm going to be honest, really didn't enjoy. Like, straight up. It was just one of those cards that I thought, once again, was bang average. Like, yeah, it was an objective card, and it was nice to have as an objective card, but there was nothing special about him. Keolini, a card that I rated highly when he came out. Like, 100% he was a top tier card at defense, but it was literally just defense. And I feel like I can't put Keolini on a level as Zakaria. So yeah, Keolini, another card that's going to go into the D tier. If you're looking for a CDM, then obviously he's perfect for it. But if you're looking for a player that's going to give you anything going forward, Keolini is 100% not going to be that guy. Kappa. I mean, he was good, but he doesn't really give you so much, does he? Like, yeah, I'll put Kappa in C. I don't feel like he, deserves to go any higher than C, to be fair. I can't put him onto a B tier. Emre Can, B tier. He's a very good card. Like, he gives you, like, a solid tackle and all. It's just how he feels on a ball is, a little bit questionable. So, yeah, B tier for now. Oh, let me make sure we actually are able to see him. There you go. Camavinga into the A tier. Even though, in Foot Champ highlights, I said this guy was a quote-unquote fraud. I said that because of the price. Like, the pricing of this guy was way too much. But his price has dropped now. I think his price is actually going for like 400 to 500k, which is something you'd love to see, because that card was going for 1 mil plus, and he was 100% not worth that 1 mil. But Camavinga, still a very nice all-rounded card, and a card that I would take over the majority of these players right here. So yeah, I would put him into the A tier. Sergio wasn't terrible. I'm going to be real. I'm going to put Sergio into the C tier. I don't believe I'll take him over some of the players in B. Yeah, I can't see me doing that. But yeah, another one, if you're a Barcelona fan and you didn't do Sergio, questionable. Very questionable. For me, nah, I can't put him into I can't put him into the A tier. I'm going to put him into the B tier, and I'm going to move him over to here. But we're going to look through this real quick, and we are going to see if players should go up or should go down. There might be a few players that I'm going to be real, I might have to move down. Like, players like Marquinhos. Marquinhos is a player I'm very questioning, because everyone here gives you like a good attacking presence. Like Awa gives you a good attacking presence. Emre Can does. Genie, you got Was, you got Tonali, Thiago, Sissoko, Rabiot, Savic. Marquinhos. He's a player that doesn't really have like a shooting ability. So yeah, with me, I'm going to move Marquinhos down. Marquinhos is going to go down. Llorente is going to go across. Lucas Leiva, I'm going to keep him there. He's a very good player. Lees Mohr as well. Bruno, Firmino, Cucurella. Yeah, okay, so that B tier I feel like is perfect. I don't want to touch the A tier, and I definitely do not want to touch the S tier. So they are going to stay the same. C tier, though. Sergio, Zakaria, Talisto, Sabitsa, Pogba, Newhouse, Ndidi, Modric, Mctominay. I feel like Mctominay could low-key go up, but I'm going to keep him there. I am. I'm going to keep him there for now, because there's some players that I would 100% take over Mctominay. So yeah, I don't feel like he deserves to go up. Guendouzi, got Gravenberch, Leroy. I'm going to be honest, I feel like everything is perfect for me. I know a lot of people will obviously disagree. There will be some players that you would want to go up, some players that you would want to go down. But this is obviously my personal like midfield tier list. I'm going to move players over here. There you go. Alright, that's perfect for me, boys. That is what I feel like is the best midfielders in FIFA 21 in a single tier list. There's a lot of players, but there's a lot of solid players as well. But boys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment. But for now, peace.